Hey, y'all are not getting a notification that I'm live just because I used up all my notifications for the day. Can y'all hear me? I hope y'all can hear me. I feel like we need like put trash cans in the chat if y'all can hear me. Hey, yay! Okay, good, awesome. Hey, y'all, I'm randomly live, like not even for any particular reason, just because I've been gone and things, you know what I'm saying? Because I've been most of you guys know I'm sickly, but I literally realized I was like, when I was seeing all the messages and stuff I was getting from people, I was just like, oh my gosh. I was like, dude, I feel so loved. So I've been powering through all of the all of the soul sessions and things. Look, they put trash can emojis. I love y'all. Hey, I missed you guys too. Yeah, I felt so loved, dude. Like, I was getting emails from people, I was getting DMs and stuff. And because like most of you guys know, I deleted like most of my social media like a while ago. But I was getting so many messages from people and like in comments and stuff, and I was like, oh man, I was like, I feel so loved. So it tripped me out because I was like, everyone's like, oh, you gotta take time for yourself, and I don't know how to like not work. So I was like, I'm gonna take time for myself, and I've totally just been like staring at walls and things of the sort. But I did all of the first three premieres for October, and talking to everybody in the chat, I was like, I should legit go live. Shout out to V. V better be in here. I know, yeah, man. Do self care at the spot. Heck yeah. Yeah, but like I think it's been a while. I can't even remember the last time, honestly, that I think even when I moved. I think even when I moved here, I wasn't like MIA. But I know there was like one time like years ago, I don't know, it was something that happened in my life where I was gone for like a month or something like that. And people were freaking out. But I mean, it feels so nice, like to know that like I missed like that was, oh, thank you 369 Terry. Y'all are just, see, this is why I like using this, because I get to like spotlight y'all. I adore you guys so much. And I'm loving these trash can emojis. That's been like a running joke on my staff where like every single like person has like like an emoji, right? And I was like, what would be our emoji? And my staff is like trash cans. And I was like, yes, yes. Speaking of my staff. Look, Surrender Healer just text me. Look, see, I talk about these little psychic heifers and they just be showing up. Hey, Miss Fancy, yes, girl. I told, look, V Strong Army. She be doing that sometimes. Like when we do like premieres, she'll be trying to peer pressure me to going live. But legit, my kid is, and that's like a whole ordeal because like most of you guys know, I have a teenager, and my son is at his homecoming dance, which is interesting to say the least. Makes me feel hella old. Came for the meme, stand for the wisdom and random chats. Dude, I was like, because the way the algorithm is set up, right? Whenever you post something, so that's for all of you guys who have channels, it's like if you post something in your community tab, first of all, if ever you post anything, because you only get 3 posts a day that YouTube is going to notify people, you always want to double post in your community tab, because of course, depending on how much someone watches your channel, that's what really is the determining factor for notifications. Look at that. Y'all getting like a free YouTube class, y'all. Look. But you know how like sometimes you'll get a notification of someone that posted and it's like 3 days after they posted, and it's typically because you don't stalk their channel. So the only time that you're going to get a notification instantaneously, it means like you stalk that person's channel. Like you're always looking to see if they like just, you know, like posted or whatever. Hey, Priscilla. So it's like you'll get those notifications quicker, but because there's different tiers of notifying depending on how someone engages with your channel, it's always smart to post on your community tab too. You know what I'm saying? Because with your community tab, what's different is your subbies are going to see that, and then people who aren't your subbies are going to see it too. Hey, Saran. Ah, man, that's lit. But yeah, dude. So, like legit, I went out of my notifications today. So when I was going to post it, what kind of helps you with the algorithm too when you're posting in your community tab is to always have a picture. You know, oh, not too much, girl. We just chit-chatting. But to have a picture, and because that kind of boosts it in the algorithm. So I was like scrolling through, because I had like, by the way, everyone who knows me knows I have like 13,000, because I have like the iPhone that has like the absolute maxed out memory in it. And so I have like 13,000 pictures in my phone, 10,000 pictures in my phone, because I've had an iPhone since iPhones were a thing. So when you update it, it's like all of my stuff throughout the course of like my iPhone life, because I had a BlackBerry before that. But all that's in my iPhone. So I was like scrolling through all my pictures, and I was like, I like this meme. I'm done with manifesting. I'm about to steal. You have to have, yeah, I think it's what is it? I think it's just 1,000. No, it's not. Is it? Hold on. Let me see my other channel, because y'all know I got 2 other channels. Let me see. I think because with my She Do channel, I think I have a community tab on that one. Yeah, you just have to have 1,000. It's just 1,000 for you to get the community tab. I think it's 10K for merch. So it's like, it's 1K for, 1K subs plus 4,000 watch hours in order for you to do monetization. And that's recently changed with YouTube, by the way. So those of you who are trying to get monetized, that's changed a lot. But it's 1,000 for a community tab, and I think 10K for merch. Because I have one and I'm only at 600. Oh, really? You have a, but then again, you're a OG though, because there's some of us that are grandfathered in, because a lot of stuff, well, monetization is when hey Starlight, that's when y'all go subscribe to Surrender Healer. I need Surrender to be at 1,000 like today. Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, the shorts, that's a whole different structure. Like with shorts, people who are lit on TikTok that come to YouTube, they're blowing up. Like literally, people who do shorts they get more favored than atypical. You're so welcome, sis. They're more favored right now than us with our long drawn out bullshit videos. If you cannot be educational, entertaining, funny, or woke in 60 seconds or less, you're on a struggle bus, because shorts are like blowing up. Like there's people now with shorts that are literally hitting like 100K to like 1 million in the matter of like 3 to 6 months to a year. But y'all go subscribe to Surrender Healer. Everybody that's here. Tell like all your fake accounts, all of them. Nah, dude, I feel you. Like, I'm gonna put you up, Ren, because that's a thing. That's literally a thing. like legit. I feel like when you start a channel and it's so interesting that this is going in that direction, but I'm here for it because yay! Subscribe to Seren the Healer. Well, let me just tell you a little bit about Seren for those of you guys who don't know. So, of course, and I'm gonna make a video about this eventually, but I can literally do it now because I'm freaking live. So you guys know how at the end of my videos I always say like so I'm going over to my network to do you guys extended, you know what I'm saying? And then I'm like, you know, YouTube members, Patreon, all the places, all the things, right? Well, I had a lot of people tell me, and that's something like before I got sick and all of that. I was supposed to make a video about it because I've had like private clients. Oh, we love you, Ren. You're freaking dope, dude. But legit, like I had people telling me they didn't know what my network was. Like people think when I say the network, like I mean all of my membership platforms, and I don't. So legit, like my network is actually my organization, which is something I do that's completely outside of YouTube. It's more in alignment with like me being the woke therapist, so to speak. So it's a sisterhood. It's a women's organization to where it's myself and my entire staff. Seren the Healer is one of the people who are on my staff, and she's our resident energy therapist. We have a yoga therapist. We have my best friend who's a psychic medium, and it's called Our Sanctuary. So Our Sanctuary is pretty much an online network. It's kind of like a Facebook is what it looks familiar to. And it's like, I do post tarot stuff on there, but it's more of like a personal development organization. So it's a group of women who have formed like a sisterhood, camaraderie. So if you've ever felt alone in your life, which pretty much like, and I got members from my network that are here. If you've ever felt alone in your life, like everyone comes there and you find people where it's like, holy crap, you think the same way I do. You know what I'm saying? So each person on my staff, like they do courses, they do one-on-ones, and they all like all of the stuff that I do, that I talk about and all of the things, like each person on my staff is specialized. So Seren the Healer, she is actually one of my students. She's a Reiki master, and she's about to step into Reiki master teacher. So it's like she handles all the energy, the chakras, the divine feminine energy, like all those things. And of course, like our yoga therapist, she does nutrition and fitness, and it's all integrated into your spiritual lifestyle. And then like Michelle, like our little medium, Michelle the Oracle, it's like with her, she helps people who are star seeds and light workers and helps you to align with your purpose and find out who your spirit guides are, and if you're a star seed, what star system that you're from, and things of the sort. And then of course we have Precious, and a lot of my therapy clients, as well as people who are on the network as well, and people who are subscribers of my YouTube. Precious is our grief counselor. So she has a group every Wednesday, and I'm sure you guys have probably seen me post that. She does a grief group for women who've lost their parents, whether that's through cancer or COVID or some sort of, you know, tragedy, you know. And I mean, those are so lit. And those, of course, you don't have to be a member to go to those, because that's like our community service thing. So that's something that's open to everyone, even if you're not a member of the network. So the network is totally different than like Patreon, because on Patreon, the only thing I do is post extendeds. Like I'm never on Patreon. I never do anything over there. It's the same thing with YouTube members too. It's like those two structures are specifically just for extendeds. But if you want like a sisterhood and like a family, right? That's what the network, as I call it, or Our Sanctuary is. So yeah, so Brenna's one of the people on my staff, and her channel's freaking dope, man. But it's like when you start channels, like all of us, it's like we end up, you know, kind of on a struggle bus, especially nowadays, just because the whole structure for, you know, YouTube has changed substantially, especially from when I joined, because they had like the ad apocalypse, like all the things. Yeah, look. Look, that's another one of my members, Niecy. She said, yes, y'all join us. We're lit. Yeah, dude, it's a beautiful thing. It's like I'm so thankful for it because hey Empress. I'm thankful for it because I mean what we do over there is vastly different from YouTube. Like, and I think like with on the tarot side of things, I do weeklies over there. And if y'all think my soul sessions is something, child, look. Ciao. Ciao, okay? Legit. It's like for me, dude, God forbid if I ever did, like, well, I did do dailies for a little while, but my energy just couldn't take it. Like, I give shout outs to any reader who does dailies because, ciao. It's like, I think I did dailies for what, like, maybe like a solid month. And I felt like my soul was sucked out my body. Like, I was like, dog, I can't do it. I was like, what is happening to my life? Yep, sisters from different vistas. There we go. Exactly, dude. Yeah, dude, the weeklies. And look what DC said. That's so true. Ball here for the because see, like the thing that's funny, I don't do weeklies anywhere else. I do not do them on YouTube. I don't do them on Patreon. I don't do them on Vimeo. I don't do them on YouTube members. The only people, and we call them Pretty Mystic Weeklies. So I only do the weeklies on the network. And the thing that I like about that is because it's a controlled group of people. Because I mean, even with me saying this publicly right now, everybody and their mama is not going to join the network. And the network technically is buku cheaper than everything else. But you still get that and more stuff, right? But it's like, I look at it as like a spirit-led type of thing. It's like the reason why I think a lot of people don't even really understand what it is or know that it's something entirely different is because it's like a spiritual wall type of thing. So the only people who end up there are people who are called there, right? But it's like when I do the weeklies, it's different than YouTube because YouTube, I'm picking up on thousands of people. So it's like when I'm attuning to people who are my subbies, people who may become a subby, a person who don't even watch tarot, that's just scrolling through and you know what I'm saying, just so happen to like see it and click it, you know? So I'm pulling in so much energy. That's why it's like it's very broad and general. And the extendeds, it gets a little bit more specific because as opposed to me talking about 5, 10, 15 different groups of people, I'm centralizing it to the energies that are the most pronounced. But it's like with the weeklies, I'm only picking up on people who are on the network. Like that's it. And they can tell you, they be getting called out. They get called out, child. And I know a lot of these women, that's the thing I think is so lit about it, is I know these women, like, because we have like a whole chat and it's like, you know, everybody's talking to each other because like the dope thing with that, it's like, I'm around all the time. My whole staff is around all the time. You know, like we have articles up there, like, you know, worksheets, like all kinds of things, you know. So we have a bunch of different stuff that's going on, but it's like me talking to them on a regular basis to where I have like personal relationships with everyone. It's like when I'm reading, I'm just channeling. And it's like some of them will be like, first of all, it's like, why you had to put all my business out there? It's like, because I went through this, and this. And I'm like, girl, I didn't even know you was, girl, you ain't tell me that. I didn't even know. I'm sorry. Oh, hey, just, yeah, girl. You go ahead on and run, boo-boo. You are so welcome. Yeah, dude. I had to pop up on here. I will tap out with no regrets. I will never try to do that. Yeah, dude. That's what I'm saying. Bruh, like dailies, I felt like somebody stuck a straw into my body and just was like, you know? Yeah, Heather, there's 3 different tiers. It's like, I think the lowest one, that's like access to everything. The only 2 differences, hey Jameson, the only 2 differences is one gives you access to weeklies, which is the Pretty Mystic tribe. The other one is the Tarot Sanctuary, and that's like where all the tarot stuff is. But with the very first membership, you get access to everything. So it's like all the stuff that we do over there, like my whole staff, all the things that they do, like you have access to all that, all the courses and worksheets and all the things. I know they're getting called out because I got called out just now. You too. Look, I'll try to tell you, dude. That's what I be saying, dude. If you think you get called out at a soul session, child, look, you're going to go on hide under your bed or something. I think Pretty Mystic, what is that, the second tier, y'all? I think Pretty Mystic is included in the second tier. I think it's the one that's like $9.99 or something like that. It's the second tier. And I think the highest tier gives you everything. I'm so glad to be back because I've been going through things. You think you feel exposed from YouTube? You feel like she snatched the curtains back on you in the shower. Like, what you doing? That is kicks. Oh, that's hilarious. That's so funny. Dog, that is kicks. Oh, thank you, Elle. Oh, really? Girl, I don't know. Aw. Hey, Elvin, how are you? That makes me feel so nice, y'all, because your girl been on the struggle bus with my health and things. I try not to go too much into detail because I don't want people to creep out and have people all worried about me and things. But I'm not as, he's doing well. He's doing totally good. Like, he's at homecoming right now. I'm so glad to be back. He's at homecoming. He's at his little homecoming dance. And I looked at him, like, once he got dressed, and like he walks out the room, and I looked and I was like, you came out of my body. He looks so cute. Like, he has little sunglasses on and stuff. I was like, okay, sir. And then the young men now like they little tight ass pants, you know, because he's so big on getting his pants tailored. So it's like they're like super tight, and then they're like the little ankle length thing, because the dudes do that with the no socks and the shoes. And I don't understand male fashion. But he looks so adorable. I'm going to have to post pics. Like, he looks so nice. I couldn't even deal. Like, I just couldn't. I was like, you came out of my body. And then he's like way bigger than me. Like, he's like 6 feet tall, and I'm just like 5'6". Yeah, dude, legit. They so do. And I call them the sexy daddy shorts, like the little bitty shorts that do. Right. They do not wear real dress shoes. I'm like, man, what is happening? And then my son, like, he's a football player, so he's like muscular, like he's like, you know. And I'm just like, you look like all your little muscles about to just pop up out the shirt. No, yeah, they do not do dress socks at all. They do not do dress socks. I was just like, boy, I was like, you about to pop out this shirt. And it's like, in all his pictures, he's just, and I'm embarrassing him right now. Because I know, like, a lot of his friends and stuff know I have a channel. But it's like, yes, I'm embarrassing you. Yes, I'm doing it. I'm a mom. That's what I do. But he's like all in the pictures, like. And I was like, that's what y'all doing? All right. Get him with cold air and 3 eyes. Oh my God, Ren has me dying right now. That is exactly how the weeklies are. Like, no BS. I know, man. Homecoming. I told my son like a horror story. For my very first homecoming in high school, I got stood up for homecoming. I was so, and my son's like, and I was like, yes, I got stood up for my first homecoming. And I was like so devastated. I literally like locked myself in my closet and wouldn't come out of the closet. I was like, oh, poor little princess. Oh man. Truer words have never been spoken. Y'all are kicks. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, the network is so lit. I know Heather said they got 2 tiers that are the same price, child. If the system is glitching, look, I feel like I'm having an Amazon glitch right now. Y'all just jump in there before it's fixed. That's all I'm saying. Because they're supposed to be 2 different prices. If they're the same one, just go ahead and get that. I'm gonna let you get the glitch. I ain't even mad at you. Child, I got stood up legit. And I was laughing about it because I said after that, like every dance I went to after that in high school, I was always paranoid to where, because we didn't have cell phones and things back in the day like that. So I'm like calling the landline and whatnot. And it's like, so are you coming? Because I was so paranoid after that. Like, and I was like, it's hilarious to me now because I literally was so triggered from that happening that every single dance I went to, I was like, are you gonna come? Dude, it's hilarious. Put in our sanctuary and it should pop up. Look, this is like he's sorry now. This weekend only. Get your seat in the network. I'm trying to tell you, look, because apparently we having a glitch right now. They got 2 tiers that are the same price. I don't even know how that's possible, but maybe that's a blessing from the Lord. Because if you sign up for that price, I ain't about to take it from you. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, look, I'm doing like they do on TikTok when they had that Amazon and the DoorDash glitch. Look, I'm promoting my own glitch, y'all. Look at that. Because I'm like, it's the 2 of them are the same price. That's weird. I don't know how that's happening, but maybe that's a blessing from the Lord, y'all. Look, because I know everybody ain't able. Oh wait, am I supposed to put the HTTPS://? Look at me sounding like a tech geek. Yeah, child, that's a glitch. I don't know how that's possible, but because that second one, they're both, it should be $9.99, $15.99, $19.99. So $15.99 is $9.99 right now. Oh, look, it's Gian. I almost did it again. You see that? I caught myself. So that's legit. That's legit. That's a glitch for real. Look, I'm not even mad. I missed you too. Hey, Tebow. I know we on different time zones for real, Tebow. Oh no, you good. Cause we have like that's the direct link straight to the network. But the one that Ren was posting, that one's correct too. Because that's like our main website that pretty much tells you everything about like my whole staff, me, what our sanctuary is, all the things. But the one that's community.oursanctuary.co, that just goes straight to the actual network. But the one that Ren was posting is correct too. Because that's like, our little brochure site. Because I always give that one to people because instead of giving like my 11-second elevator pitch, that gives people time to kind of scroll through so you see each person that's on the staff and their bios and what we do and all the things. No, you good. You good. You get to see everybody's pretty pictures because everybody has their little professional picture and they're all like, and I feel like Coach D, hers is like the coolest because she has like all of her fruits and vegetables and things, and she's all. And my picture, I'm going to update that because that was before I lost all this weight. And I was in that picture. Let me tell y'all a truth moment. The picture that's on my woke therapist site, as well as the one that's on the sanctuary, I had like my hands like this, and I literally held my breath. I was like, did you dig it? Did you dig it? That's literally what I was doing. So y'all ain't see my gut. Oh, Lord have mercy. I'm so glad I went live, y'all. This is lit. I need to do this more often. I've been saying that for probably like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 11 years. It's all V fault. I just want to brag about myself a little bit. I took that picture. I was a photographer in my past life, meaning in this life. Yeah, man. I love going live. I love, like, when I do the premieres, I be buku bucked up because blame it on me. Look, because V always like, every time I go live, it be like, you should go live. She's like the little devil on my shoulder. I'm glad to be here too. It was a question that Heather asked me where I was like, I need to go live and start answering people questions like that. Because she asked a really good question. I was going to marry a Turian. I'm petrified she might be you. I don't know. Am I a good wife? If I have to ask my ex-husband. I'm pretty sure he'll say no. Oh, thank you so much. Hey, Renee. Look, be talking about what you look like. He's a British gentleman. Yeah, I don't know. This color just kind of like, it just stood out to me, and I was like, I like this. Can your awakening stop until all of the trauma is healed? Nah, it can't. It's the clause. No, it can't. It can't stop. Like, I would say that healing, trauma, and awakening go hand in hand. You can't have one without the other. So as you start to elevate, it's like you're going to start to see the life that you've lived differently, you know, but there's different stages. Look, he said I'm dead sexy. But you go through different stages, and one of the first stages in awakening is the zealot stage. It's like, first it's like and that was like something Heather talked about when we were in the premiere. It's like in that very first stage, it's kind of like you riding a bike with training wheels, and God's like wooing you into a relationship. So when you do manifestation, it's like this. You know what I'm saying? You're like, oh man, I wish I had some coffee. And someone's like, hey, Starbucks accidentally gave me an extra coffee. You want a coffee? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's hella, oh, see, y'all got my, yes, child, look, I got my little cards. Thank you, booze. Thank y'all. But it's hella like, you know, like instantaneous. And that's like to get you to a point to where you know you have power, and that's the level that you're never supposed to forget. But then when you go to level 2, that's when you get into the zealot stage. And that's 9 times out of 10 when people start to work on their trauma, then you start looking at everybody in your family like, y'all are so low vibrational, and oh my gosh, I can't be around these people because it's tainting my aura, and oh my gosh, I am a starseed, I am a light worker, I'm an empath, this is too much, right? So you go through all of that, and then you're like establishing boundaries like a psychopath. You know what I'm saying? I mean, psychopaths don't really have boundaries, so that's kind of contradictory, but that's neither here nor there. But that's like 2 sides of the Likert scale. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, once you go to the next stage, then it's like you're going through like a little bit of guilt, because 9 times out of 10, and this is where we get into like real dark night of the soul type of stuff, because you go through a first dark night of the soul where it's like disillusionment between your conditioning right? And then it's like, oh my gosh, there's something more than this. I'm a soul and a body type of thing. So you go through that. But how I call them little baby dark nights of the soul, you continuously go through those. Like, that's not going to stop. Like, just give you a heads up. There is no stasis of you being just woken. That's just it. Like, that doesn't happen. It's like you're literally going to continuously learn the same lesson repeatedly, but on different octaves. So it's not about like repeating a cycle, but it's like, if we were to look at it like from you being traumatized as a kid, hypothetically, right? And then all the people that you date are just like your parental figures, right? So that's two different things. Then all of a sudden you have like this aha moment awakening type of thing, and you realize you're more than you are. Then you become disillusioned from the life that you lived. And then you realize, oh my gosh, there's two different things here. So it's like, I don't have to align with this. So you go into that phase to where you're manifesting, you got crystals in your bra and your socks, you know what I'm saying? You saging everything, you know what I'm saying, right? Then it's like you're going to go through another little baby dark night of the soul, because then it's like you're thinking, okay, I'm doing this, but then why are people like this? Or why am I dating people like this? And that's when you get into self-protective zealot stage. Because now it's like, I'm going to establish boundaries like crazy because I don't want to be around people like that. You know what I'm saying? I need this in a book from Marlowe. Oh, dude, I'm working on it. Legit. So it's like when you go through that, it's like that's probably the worst dark night of the soul after that one. Because, child, I remember I cut all my hair off, child. Like when I went through my zealot stage, I cut off all my hair. I only wore organic cotton. I became a pescatarian. You know what I'm saying? I was like gonging things, like I got like singing bowls everywhere and all. I got a clear energy and all of that. You know, I'm saging up everything. You know, people in my family talking to me, and I'm just silent because I'm like, this is just so low vibrational. So low vibrational. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like talking to people about stuff, and it's just like, you know, you just haven't processed your trauma. You haven't processed your trauma. You know, it's really giving daddy issues to me. And, you know, I'm on a different path now, you know? It's like I was actually listening to like my healing water sounds and my frequencies, and you calling me with this, it's so low vibrational. You know what I'm saying? Like I was on that type of time. The dark night of the soul after that is fucked, because it's literally spirit telling me, like, reminding me of everything it is that I liked. Because something about me is when I was younger, I was very into modeling and fashion design and things of the sort. Like sketched out my prom dress, used to design clothes and all of this stuff. And I was 110% sure either I was going to be a professional ballerina and go to Juilliard, right? Or I was going to be a dance choreographer, or I was going to be a fashion designer. Like that's pretty much what I saw for my life. And I've always been really into like designer labels and stuff like that, but not like a label whore. But I look at fashion, like talking about like haute couture, like, you know, Milan, things of this sort. Like I look at fashion as art. You know what I mean? So that's always been my understanding of it. So I was always into fashion magazines and things of the sort and all the stuff, like designers and all the things. But it wasn't for like, if you think about people who wear labels now, it was never for that reason. But I gave all of that stuff up because I was like, I'm woke. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm woke. I should have dreadlocks now. I should wear organic cotton and be pescatarian with crystals in my bra. You know, when it's the full moon, I needed like full eagle spread in front of the window so that I can absorb the vibes of the great divine feminine into my badge. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is literally the type of time that I was on. But when I went through that next dark night of the soul and I became disillusioned, that's when the guilt set in of how horrible I treated people, because my spirituality became pride when I thought I was better than people. You know what I'm saying? And I had to be brought back down to humanity and understanding that, which is why even to this day, I don't take myself that seriously. Like, you know, dead people talk to me all the things, you know, I do all the stuff. But it's neither here nor there because I'm still a spirit and a body. And anything that I do or anything that I've accomplished, any other person can accomplish what it is that I've done. I'm not special. You know what I'm saying? Not in the sense of like us all being special to God, but it's like I'm not a special person to where you get so enlightened and woke to where you don't fool with people, because the truth is like it's servant leadership. It's like when you're a true leader, you're down with your people. You know what I'm saying? It's like if your people are, dragging a car out of the mud, you're not going to stand on top of the car and be like, I'm supervising management, pull the car, like really get in there, use your knees. Like, no, you're going to be down in the trenches with your people. Like that's what a true leader does. You know what I'm saying? So I say that not even in the sense of like spiritual teacher, healer type of leader, but it's like every single one of us that are spiritually aware, we are all leaders by default. Because you guys have heard me say this before. Sometimes you will be the only God someone will ever see, because we're all ambassadors for the divine. You know what I'm saying? And to be an ambassador for the divine, it's not about speaking in a super soft voice and not using curse words. I have crystals in my bra. Like it's not any of that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You got to get dirty with everyone else. It's like humans are real. And it's like, even when you get to the other side of awareness, it's like you realize how human you are. And that's what I feel is the most difficult dark night of the soul to go through, is when humanity tells us that we're climbing this ladder. And a lot of people approach awakening from that perspective, that there's some ladder that we're climbing to get to some stasis, and it doesn't exist. Like balance, like peace or balance, like that's not like you meditate and pray and get a shit ton of epiphanies and all of a sudden like you're just at balance. Like, no. And I always tell that to people, that guys on YouTube, or whether it's my clients too. It's like, if you think about driving a car is literally the perfect example of what balance looks like. When you're driving a car to stay in your lane, you don't hold your wheel like this to stay in your lane. You know what I'm saying? Because eventually it's like the road is winding. So to stay in your lane, it's like you have to make minor adjustments in order to keep that stasis of what balance would be to stay in that lane. And it's the same thing with existing. Like you think about temperance energy, why I always stress that Likert scale. It's like you're always going to oscillate a little bit between the two extremes, but it's the same thing with driving a car. If you were to do this with your wheel, you're going to hit the guardrail. You turn that way, you're going to hit the guardrail. But it's minor adjustments to stay straight. And that's a consistent work. You know what I'm saying? It's a consistent work. Can't wait. You can put them in your socks too by the ankle. You know how many times I've spoken to God, Spirit, the universe, and you've answered in a video, I don't know who this is for, but it was for me. Dude, that's what I be asking for. And I'm telling y'all, like legit, something I can tell any of y'all who have channels or spiritual teachers, healers. It's like, if you thought at one point in time you were like a fucked human, right? Like, I'm so fucked that there's no possible way that there's another human that's as fucked as me, or like any therapist that can help me. No one can speak to me because I'm just fucked. Like, there's weird, but bitch, I'm weird. Like, if you've ever felt that way about yourself, it's like you are definitely called to a group of people, because bitch, I'm weird. You understand me? When I say fucking weird, like I'm a fucking weirdo in real life. Like from where I've been to where I am to what I do for a living, and this bitch is the one that does what the hell I do. Come on. Like I'm a smorgasbord of shit that don't make no goddamn sense. You feel what I'm saying? But I say that to say how I am with the prayers I do before I ever do a reading. It's like with me, and Ren could tell you that about my human design chart, I'm like a doubting Thomas by nature. It's like I need to be, cleaning my baseboards and a bitch to be on YouTube like, I don't know what it is, but I feel there's somebody on their knees right now cleaning baseboards. And for me to be like, bitch, wait a minute. I'm cleaning baseboards. Continue. right? Like that's the vibe I always pray. I'm like, Spirit, let me be that person because I know how I am and I'm not someone who's easily swayed by things. Like you can't just like I could resonate with something, but it's like me being a therapist, it's like resonating is fucking easy to do. You know what I'm saying? Because you know how people like forewarn you about fake psychics and how they like cold read you and all the things. It's like being aware of all that psychologically as a human. I mean, you could say anything, like even like people say about horoscopes. It's like, oh, that's gonna resonate with anyone. Not necessarily true because most horoscopes are written from a first house perspective. Because you know, if you're a Taurus, hypothetically, that's just me being biased because I'm a Taurus. Everybody's Taurus is like, you know, you have it in different houses, but all horoscopes are written from a first house perspective. You feel what I'm saying? So first house is always going to resonate with everyone. So it's, I don't look at horoscopes as like, oh, it's just generalized, you know, anyone can resonate with that type of things. But with me being aware of how the human brain works, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's a little bit harder for me to just take something for face value, which is why I'm one of those people. If spirit has someone send me a message, it's going to come from like the homeless schizophrenic on the corner. Like that's who with the, you know, like the lady said about my chart with the green wig on, with the sign saying the end is nigh. Like that's who I'm gonna get a word from because it's like, you know what, bitch, that I resonates with that. That is goddamn. That is exactly what I was thinking about before I pulled up at this red light. You know? So that's what I always pray to do for people, do, because I feel like those are the beautiful moments in life. Whenever you're like, I need an answer, I need someone to tell me something. And that's the thing that I've been hoping for as far as like managing my schedule a little bit better, because I'm just way too busy in my personal opinion. But the thing I've been hoping for is like, I used to do random reads and stuff like that. And the reason why I used to do those is because I know what it's like to be in that position. Even though like with all the shit I went through, dog, I wish YouTube tarot or YouTube spirituality was a thing when I was going through my awakening. Ciao. Man, if I could just go on YouTube and just type in some random stuff, I wish. But it's like, I think about what it would have been like to have that. Oh, dude. Like, I would freaking love that. I would absolutely freaking love that. Like, to do more of those random readings, because I feel like those are would have impacted people the most, because I literally want to pull you through the goddamn phone screen, computer screen, iPad screen, whatever the case. You know? Yep, the invisible people speak truths unexpectedly. Real talk. I call them people without bodies. Baseboards is so southern. Real talk. Child, look. Every southern woman, we cleans them baseboards now. Can't be walking up in your house, you got them damn dirty ass baseboards. I got in the Uber with a man. He told me stuff, and my mom stuff. The man didn't know me from a can of paint. Yeah, dude, that's the kind of thing, bruh. Oh, yes, Tebow, go to bed. It's 3 a.m. in the kingdom. Dude, legit. Read for your rising. Yeah, your rising is always dead ass. Look, I am cleaning baseboards right now. I might be psychic. Dude, I love when I do that. That makes me so happy because I feel like people be needing that, man. I know I did. Because it's just like, well, I talked about my best friend in what was that? Was that in Capricorn's reading, I think? Like my best friend, he's been an atheist, like, because we've known each other since diapers, but dude, like, he's been an atheist his whole life. And we used to always get into debates about spirituality and religion, and he's like, your intellect is too high for you to believe in, you know, some dude in the sky with a beard holding up the world type of thing. And I'm like, all right. But it's like, it's different experiences that have happened with him to where it's like stuff that he cannot explain, and it completely altered the course of his life. And it's like, when I was going through a little tough time, because most of y'all know, I hate to keep talking about it, but my little sickness and all the things. But I just was like kind of feeling away, and he hit me up and he was like, I know you know who this dude is because you're the one who told me about him. But he said, on my way to work, I was listening to this podcast and I really just want you to listen to it because I feel like, it'll help. And dude, when I listened to it, I was like screaming. I was like, you have to be freaking kidding me. I was like, dog, this is wild. Like, it was like everything I was thinking about that day. And I was like, dude, this is wild. Good night, Tebow. Oh, Ren posted the link for the network. Just came in from the cab reading. Oh, hey, Miyabi. Hey, girl. I missed your face too. But yeah, man, legit. We all need that. And I always try to be that person. Because I mean, child, my guides already, like I said, when I was recording these, I said, this is too funny. I said, they must have been dying on the inside at the fact that I ain't I ain't put no readings on September. Because I said they all just like, wait. No, I got something to say. Give me the mic. I got something to say. But dude, I would love to do that more often. But I think that's a lesson for me as well, because I think one of my biggest lessons, I talked to you guys about that before, when I was feeling a way about YouTube and totally wanted to like delete my my channel and stuff at one point in time. It's like the realization that I've come to just kind of meditating on things. It's getting back to basics and getting back to the same place that I was in when I started this channel, because I never started this channel to be anybody. You left us ashy face with crusty lips. I can't stand you. I cannot stand you. Dog, real talk. That's what I said. It's like, it's less thought that has to be put into stuff, dude. Like I said, it's like once people started paying attention to my channel, it was like, oh, like I'm not just talking to nobody. Like I got to do stuff now. I got to do things. I got to be consistent. So like at this point, it's like, I'm just like, nah, dog, it's really going back to basics. That's the joy of freaking tarot, dog. Is when it doesn't have to be all the fucking theatrical fucking shit, like, or even just speaking in a certain way or doing things like it's not supposed to be all of that. Because I think that's why a lot of people burn out. Like there's so many people that are even members on a network, they used to have channels that were like, fuck this shit. And that's why I was like, dog, there needs to be like a damn support group or something for fucking readers. I swear to God. Faces pressed to the window like, what about September, Marlowe? Dog, I'm not even gonna front. There's been so many times I've been laying there staring at the ceiling thinking that to myself, because I'm like, dog, if I was a subscriber, I'd be pissed off. I'd be like, but bitch, what about September though, bitch? The fuck? I done watched August about 11 times. I just want to help people and use tarot. Absolutely, dude. Tarot's a dope ass medium to help people, bro. It really is. But oh God, I'm having deja vu. That's fucking weird. Okay. That's fucking weird. That's weird as shit. Okay. Thanks for that, Heather. But that's why I feel like we're all supposed to be supportive of each other, man. Like, I mean, when you do, whether you're doing Reiki, you're doing yoga, you're doing EFT, you're doing mediumship, like it doesn't matter what the fuck. Like there is a concept of all of us are in business, yes, because that would be self-deprecating to yourself for you to not be paid for your services, because it's an energy exchange. And I said that in one of the readings of like, you cannot go in Target or Walmart, talk about getting a gallon of milk, some eggs and some bread and just walking out on good faith. You know what I'm saying? It's like Walmart. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to be spiritual. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that. It's a realm of reciprocity. You have to give something in order to get something, So it's like, of course, yeah, for any time, energy, or effort that you put in, you're supposed to be paid for your services. But I feel like when it comes to like and me coming from a cutthroat business world, like before I was a therapist, I worked in marketing, Christ Jesus in America, like Fortune 500 company type of marketing. That's some real cutthroat type of stuff, like people throwing you under the bus type of things. It's stuff like that that I feel like shouldn't exist in a spiritual community. Like, we're supposed to take what we do seriously. Yes, it is a business, right? But at the same time, I don't really feel like we should be as competitive as like big business is. And I think that's the thing that's the saddest thing, because especially if you're a reader on YouTube, it's not an easy job, because unless, like, I think for me, like having my network, it's like I get to engage with people who watch my content, so I have a better understanding of how I impact people. But if you don't have the ability to engage, like if you don't have like a membership platform and you're just posting, it's like you're throwing spaghetti at the wall, because majority of people who you impact will never comment. Like, there could be somebody that feel like you saved their goddamn life, and they will never say that in the comments. So it's like you never really know. But it's like you can get discouraged, you can get disillusioned, and it's like it's so many people that I've heard that still have channels that have completely defunct their channels because of them coming to this place where it's like self-doubt or will set in, and you don't know if you're making an impact. You don't know if anyone's listening, or or if it's like a subscriber type of thing. It's like, well, why isn't my channel growing? Like, what am I doing wrong? Like, all of this stuff. And it just kind of taints it. And I feel like we all need to be there for each other more, because it's kind of like, I look at tarot like the same way I look at being a therapist. It's like everyone who's in my cohort in graduate school, I'm still cool with them. Do I feel like I need to compete with them for clients? Fuck no. Why? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not everybody's cup of tea. You know what I'm saying? And they're not everybody's cup of tea. It's like people gravitate towards therapists. I feel the same, like they gravitate towards readers. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, it's something in them that resonates with you, or the type of things that they talk about stuff, or how they talk about it. It resonates with you as an individual. So it's not really a thing of like being better than the other, or even needing to compete, because you're just uniquely you. You know what I'm saying? You don't have therapists out here like throwing each other under the bus and stuff like, oh girl, you went to her for therapy? Ew. I don't really like her like that. I don't even know why people be booking her. Like, ain't nobody about to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a Gestalt therapist. That's weird as fuck. Like, nobody wants to do Gestalt therapy. You got to do too much work. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to just be able to come up with an intervention like that. You know what I'm saying? Because we work in the present moment. I can't prepare for a session as a Gestalt therapist. Like, that just completely defunks everything. But if somebody is really good in like CBT or DBT, it's like, that's their specialization. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't make one better than the other. Why do my mediumship abilities come and go? Because it be like that at first. Like when you step into, it's like, and that kind of reminds me of what you were saying earlier. When you were saying like in the beginning of like awakening, like you feel hella close to spirit, but then like as time goes on, you start to feel disconnected. And it's like spirit don't ever disconnect from us, but the teacher is always quiet during the test. You know what I'm saying? But with your gifts, they're gonna come and go until you put 10 toes down on them. You know what I'm saying? Like for me at this point in the game, and I think it's so funny you sent that in 9/11, that's hilarious. But legit, like at this point in the game, it's like I can't not hear from people without bodies. I can't not do it. Like how I was telling y'all in the premiere, someone asked me a question. It's like everybody ancestors guys just like, ooh, I got something to say. I done gave her about 50 dreams. And she wake up talking about some, oh, that ain't mean nothing. That was strange. That was weird, right? But it's like you have to kind of put 10 toes down on it to where you like, you know, that sweet spot. Like you're just there. You know what I'm saying? But it takes practice to get there, because I know back in the day for me, it was hit or miss. Like sometimes a person would ask me a question or we'd be talking about something, and y'all nowadays don't see what everyone who's been on my channel for buku long does see. But like whenever I'm channeling, I go like cross-eyed. And it would be really hard. Like when I was on camera reading, it used to be really hard because I don't like being in my brain when I'm reading, because I don't want to think about what I look like. I don't want to think about my facial expressions because it has nothing to do with me. I'm trying to get the message out. But it's like people used to always say in my comments, like, why you be looking like this? Because like whenever I'm channeling, I'm doing like this. And people are like, what are you looking at? And I'm like, literally, I think one time I turned my laptop around and was showing everybody like my office. And I was like, that's literally a bar for one of my lights that I like stare at when I'm doing this, when I'm saying something. So it makes it a little less weird now without my hands being there, but it's like I'm eventually like coming back with my face. Just because I feel like it's an engagement type of thing. But it's like with your gifts, it's gonna be hit and miss until you find like your sweet spot with it. You know what I mean? And once you get comfortable with it, it's like it's just there, you know? Again, Nita says, haven't touched my other channel in a few months. Oh, that makes me so happy. I want all y'all to start y'all damn channels back. God damn it. Absolutely. Take it with grace. Absolutely. Come to death row therapist gang signs. Oh, man. I freaking love that, the woke therapist. My therapist only kind of understands me. Yeah, dude, it's rough. Like, and I tell people that all the time, like, dude, I wish everybody and their mama could be my client. It's just not possible. I wish it was, though. But that's why I want to train people to operate like I do. But I even say for me, when I went to therapy, my therapist was like the polar opposite of everything it is that I am. And she still helped me substantially. She literally altered the course of my life. And her and I had absolutely nothing in common. Nothing that I've been through, she ever went through. So it's like, in order for therapy to work, I think it's helpful to resonate with someone. But even if you don't, like, depending on who's available or where you live or, you know, who you have access to, it still works. Holy cheese it. My therapist suggested Gestalt therapy yesterday. No way. Yeah, dude, Gestalt therapy is lit as fuck. Like, I mean, I can go on a whole rant about Gestalt therapy because when I initially started my graduate program, I was a diehard CBT person until I had the whole epiphany of like, CBT doesn't answer the why. It just says, this maladaptive, this healthy. Don't think this, think that. And I was thinking, but why though? Even though CBT helped me a great deal when I was in therapy. It's like, I just kept saying, but why? And I thought Gestalt therapy was BS because I felt like it was like hippie therapy. Like, it was like, who does Gestalt? Like, no. But I ended up having to take the class. And when I took the class in it, I was like, oh my God, this is like the way that I live my life as a spiritual person. Like, this is literally everything right now. Like, oh my gosh. And they literally call Fritz Perls, who's the founder of Gestalt therapy, like a mystic. Like, dude is mystical as fuck. He really is. Oh, that's the first thing I've done for myself in years, Marlo. Any tools you love for somatic therapy? Oh my gosh. Somatic therapy is the shit. Anyone who feels called to somatic therapy, oh my God, please do it because we need more somatic therapists. What I would say literally is understanding both sides of it. It's one thing is, what's the name of the book? The Body Keeps Score. That's a really great book that helps with somatic therapy. And it's really an integration between you understanding trauma, how trauma affects the neurological system, you know, how it affects the physical body, like that body, mind, connect and disconnect. So it's imperative to understand that, integrating that into a little bit of chakra system work, integrating that into like EFT and understand like different pressure points in the body, things of the sort. And then wrapping that back up into like, if I were to say specifically with therapy, it would be like DBT would probably be the best model to integrate into somatic therapy because DBT has a lot to do with emotional regulation, distress tolerance, and things of the sort. So it's kind of using that as a marker to help a person understand all of this other stuff that's going on, you know, in their body as a byproduct of the trauma, you know, because when there's neurological stuff that's going on, and I say that as a survivor of being traumatized, it's like there's certain things with you that are kind of always going to be with you, but it just doesn't have dominion over you, but you just have to be aware of how it is you maneuver. And somatic therapy is going to give you more dominion over that. And also a little bit of integration with yoga as well is very helpful. My third eye going way crazy. But you being blurry. I've got my channel ready as all of, just haven't put up any videos. Do it. I am trying about, do somatic therapy. That's the new wave, dude. That's the new wave. I kid you not. Like, that's legit the new wave. If like, what I would love to see is someone like me as a somatic therapist, like someone who's taking like Reiki, auric fields, yoga, like DBT, like marrying all of this shit together to like deliver the fuck out of people who've been traumatized. Like that would be some lit ass shit. But it would have to be someone who, it would have to be someone like almost their energy signature would be very, very similar to mine, to where you fucked with a lot of shit and you know about a lot of shit, to where you're not just like waking up one day and you're like, I'm going to go learn all of this. But it's like you've learned about a lot of different stuff, and like body work would be the main thing that you feel like you're called to, and you fraternize with like, you know, the etheric body and the energetic body, and like you fraternize a little bit with psychotherapy and things of the sort, but your main thing is body work because you just have an intuitive understanding of the human body and the body mind connect, and then being able to birth all of that into it. Like, that'd be some next level shit. Real talk. I kid you not. That would be some next level shit. Really though. Say, do you think feel shows up in the reading? Oh, that's so lit. Peer-to-peer led therapy. Hell yeah. I'm late getting in this live, but I wanted to know how you've been doing overall. I've been pretty good. I can't complain. I have my moments when I sit there and stare at a wall for a little bit. But I mean, for the most part, I'm good. It's like, I just know, because like from all of the guidance and stuff I've gotten from my own guides and everything, it's like, it's something, this is something I had to go through, is what I've been continuously told. I've had to go through this. And I'm like, ugh, y'all just don't stop, huh? So I've had to go through this. But the thing that I say that I take away from it is, I know once all this is over, I'm legit becoming an advocate, because it's just something, it's something that's, and I know I'm like tap dancing around it because I haven't told everyone. Only people closest to me really know what it is that's going on. But it's something that affects a certain population of people that a lot of like people don't know about, and it's something that they should. And I know once all of this is over for me, I'm literally becoming an advocate for it. And I usually am not one of those people, because just where I'm at in my life, I understand that there's certain things in this world that we're called to and certain things that we're not. And if you don't give a shit about something, you're not supposed to give a shit. And I know that's a lot to hear. But it's like, you know, if you look at like an SPCA commercial and you don't feel something, like you shouldn't force yourself to feel something, because that's just not what you're called to, type of deal. But I've never really felt compelled to advocate for anything per se until now. Yes, the body keep score is excellent. But I'm doing good though. I have random people show up. Maybe that's not mediumship, like in my bedroom, their spirit shows up. Oh girl, that's because you got the cone on top of your head. Let me tell everybody here that got medium gifts. Just go ahead and tell you a little something about yourself. So in the ethereal realm, you got like this little spirally cone thing going on up here at the top of your head where your little crown chakra is. You got that going on. And people from the other side who are trying to get messages to people, like when they look at all of us, everybody that got that little thing going on, it's like they're going to come to you by default. But it's like you have to learn to establish those boundaries, because if you tell them no, You know what I'm saying? Like if you're like, I don't want to talk to you right now, like if you literally just said that out loud. So for anybody where you have people that's showing up in your room in the shower with you, whatever, if you're literally like, I don't want to talk right now, you need to leave, like they have to, like they have to listen to you. But it's just like when you're stepping into your gifts, it comes willy-nilly. And I think that's why a lot of times people say like, oh my gosh, being an empath is like so much, I get so overwhelmed. It's like, I don't, you know what I'm saying? It's like they got buku stuff going on in the world all day, every day. And it don't be bothering me. But that's just because where it is, I've learned to put my boundaries up with energy. Because if I allowed it, like I did back in the day, I used to be hella exhausted. Because I mean, it could be a natural disaster that happens on the other side of the world. And I'm just like feeling all of this stuff. And I'm like snot crying and don't know why. Like, you know what I'm saying? But you have to use boundaries. Like energetic hygiene is so important when you have gifts, because if not, like if you don't really understand how all of this stuff works, you will have people that's just showing up at the foot of your bed, you know. Like showing up at the foot of your bed, like, you know, bothering, like all the things. But the thing that I always stress is you have to know you have the right and the power to say like, stop, no, I don't want to talk, leave me alone type of thing. And that's a lot of the stuff that Michelle talks about in the light worker sanctuary, because with her, like homegirl, she's just a straight up medium, and her mediumship is just hilarious for me. And I tease her because she's my best friend in real life. And I'm literally like, if somebody comes around me, I'm like, I'm about to send them to your house. And she's like, you better not. And I was like, I'm sending them now. Yes, cognitive therapy is dope. Earth sign vibes good for some. Hell yeah, legit. You can practice on me. That sounds lit as fuck. I have the book The Body Keeps Score and plan on doing ASMR reading of it with like trigger. Oh, that's nice. I like that. I like that, Jameson. That's gangster. See, that's what I'm saying. That's why I freaking love y'all. Y'all are so goddamn innovative. I just can't even deal with it. Like, I feel like all of y'all do the energy signature. I know all of my subbies who feel called to help people. It's like y'all are doing innovative shit, dude. Innovative shit. Like, real talk. Even if the shit sound crazy, you do it anyway. About the stuff. Everything comes up in readings. It's annoying. Oh, yeah, dude. I have a few of my my subbies where it's two different sides. I have some of my subbies who have therapists and they bring my readings into session, which is fucking hilarious. And then I have some of my subbies that are therapists that be telling me that they be bringing my videos into session. I'm like, what? It's like, yeah, girl, I had my client watch that because I was like, I can't say it like she said it. I'm like, what? Damn, spaghetti mac, dog. Why does that sound so good to me? I don't know what spaghetti mac is, but I want it. I feel like I could eat it. That's how I became an advocate and started a national nonprofit organization. I had similar experience. Yeah, dude, real talk. Commercials. Do they have commercials in my life? Are you serious? So many things to care about that are worthy. No need to burn out. Yeah, exactly, dude. Love. Thanks for sharing. Oh, you're so welcome. Is it necessary to sage and cleanse new decks? I would say so. I would say so. Because I just feel like, especially because I mean, where people be buying them from, I mean, it's better than where you be buying them from where I'm at, child. Let me just be honest about that. I mean, it's coming from Amazon. Most people buy their decks from Amazon these days, or like Barnes and Noble, you know. But I think it would be good just to clear them, just because you don't know who was touching on it. But, you know, down here by me, we talking about the French Quarter, child, and there's all kinds of things going on in the quarter. So you don't know who been breathing on, touching on, and viewing that damn deck. So if you bought it from the French Quarter, I would tell you might want to do that for sure. Sleep deprivation makes those boundaries harder. Please take care of it. Oh, dude, hell yeah. Absolutely. Legit. You have to take care of yourself. Like, that's why on the network, dude, why we have all of, I think it's so funny how this is like a little infomercial for the network, but it's like we have all these different sanctuaries. And with Coach D, that's why she's there, because it's like she does yoga, but the fitness side and the nutrition side is so important, because it's imperative to take care of your body. Like, this little meat suit that we're in. It's like, this is our vehicle for this particular incarnation. So you need to take care of your meat suit. Because it's like, if you can't take care of your meat suit, like just like with me, with my little health crisis and stuff, it's like me just kind of decompressing, getting my life together right quick. It's like, I haven't been able to record because I absolutely refuse to record a video if my energy isn't right, because I don't want to project or misconstrue something I'm going through and project that onto other people. So if I'm not in the right place, I'm not about to do it. You know what I'm saying? So it's imperative for us to take care of ourselves, and sleep is so freaking important, dude. Like hella important. It really is. Because I mean, granted, some of us be getting woken up in the middle of the night, and that's something I can tell you for sure. That's something that should not be happening on a regular basis, because granted, we do get messages, yes, but it shouldn't be like an every night type of thing, because that's when you need to set boundaries. Because of course, yes, there will be times spirit will wake you up and be like, go do this. But it shouldn't be an every night type of thing, because spirit is fully aware of the fact that you have a body that needs sleep in order to function. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, you have a dream. I tell people voice record it. You know what I'm saying? Because that's a little easier to just say it out loud than typing it. But to have a routine, because we thrive on routines. And that's really what's going to help you step into your gifts, is to not let fear take over, which is another thing that brings us back to the network, is the fact you could test out your gifts with people. Because the thing is consistency. It's like, if you're talking to a person and you feel like you're getting a message and you're not in a place or surrounded by people where it's a safe space to be able to say it, then you're just going to hold it to yourself. And you don't ever really know if you were right or wrong. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, with us being a safe space, it's like, you know, because we were talking about doing, like, for people who are tarot readers, is like letting people read each other. You know what I'm saying? And nobody take anything personal. No one's going to tease anyone like, girl, the Ace of Pentacles don't mean that, girl. Why? Like, nah, it's not going to be none of that. You know, so it's like just reading for each other so people can get more comfortable, because it's a lot of people who read, who want to start a channel, but they're too scared, like afraid of like being wrong or something, you know? But you need to test it out and be consistent with it. But sleep deprivation will literally hit you with that for real. So you want to make sure that you're your best individual self. A little girl scared me. I told her, if you're not for my best and highest good, you need to leave. I haven't seen anyone in a while. Yeah, see, that's how you got to be talking to them. Now I feel guilty. What if she needed help? Girl, they got buku people with them cones on their heads, girl. She gonna find somebody else. You might have just been the closest one to her. Because me, look, anyone on the network will tell you that we done sent many people to the light, y'all. I mean, there's been meetings we were doing that had nothing to do with people who wasn't alive no more. And we didn't have people who died on the property of houses some people on my network built, and we just sent these people to the light. It's hilarious. I want to do Reiki ASMR eventually. Oh, dude, that would be lit. Oh, hell yeah. James said you better get on it. No, the ASPCA commercials. New Orleans got that good hoodoo shit. Real talk, dog. That's what I be saying. I be seeing people come down here. I'm like, dog, I feel like I need to like have a New Orleans 101 class. Because when I be seeing people come down here, I'm like, it's certain places, don't go. Please don't do that. Oh, God, please don't do this. Don't do that. Because it's just certain things like, I mean, me growing up here, dude, this city is a strange, alive thing that's going on here in New Orleans. Oh, Wisconsin. Wisconsin sounds like so chill. Struggling to let go of cheese. Get an iced Irish coffee from Molly's on my behalf if you can. Oh my gosh, I freaking love Irish coffee. Yes, I will do that for you, Liz. You got that. Because Irish coffee is the freaking jam. Like, it's either cafe au lait or Irish coffee. That's the jam here. Been waking up regularly between 3 and 5. Yeah, man. Hey, Jess, you back? I would need to watch this again. Read 3 to 5 every night. Every night for a few years. I told them to wake me after about 7 days. I told them I need to sleep. Then the next night, okay, you can wake me if needed. I get woken up almost every night between 3 and 3:30. Yeah, dude, it be happening to me sometimes too. And I think the thing that helped me, I had to start sleeping with a sleeping mask. Like that's what has helped me a great deal. And weighted blankets, especially those of you guys who've experienced trauma. That's another one of those body mind connect type of things. Sleeping with a weighted blanket and a sleeping mask, depending on the person, because there's some people who've told me when they sleep with a sleeping mask, they start panicking and stuff. I don't really care if they have spirits or demons or anything around me. That it doesn't bother me. Like that, like I'm just at this point where I'm just like, dude, come on. Like, what do you want? So for me, it doesn't bother me. Like, I know once upon a time, I used to be afraid of the dark. I could never sleep with all of the lights off because I was like terrified. Like, what if there's like a black cloak figure standing? Like, I don't give a shit. Like, I'll see a black cloak figure at the foot of my bed and be like, dude, can you come back tomorrow? Because I'm kind of trying to sleep right now. But I'm afraid of being wrong. Yeah, nah, man. Tierra, I think I'm saying your name right. You can't be wrong, dog. But see, that's the whole thing that where I say it's like mentorship and us like being peer leaders to each other, mentoring each other and pouring into each other. That's why it's so important, because sometimes you just have to throw spaghetti at the wall. Like, and I knew this as a reader. Like, y'all are used to it now. I read tarot really weird. You know what I'm saying? I read tarot hella weird because it's like, mind you, when I started reading tarot cards, I was 12 and I'm old. And the Rider-Waite come with a book. And if you were to read the little booklet that come with the Rider-Waite, you probably would never want to read tarot again, because the star card is like the worst card in the deck. And the original Rider-Waite interpretation, the star card is fucking horrible. You feel what I'm saying? So that's what I was working with. But it's like nowadays, dude, it's like there's so many different decks and just like so much information that's out there. And especially like if you're an intuitive reader, I think it's imperative to have someone that can give you insight. You know what I'm saying? Where they can pour into you to kind of guide you, because Seren can tell you that. Like, because I test everybody. Like, when I'm working with whether it's my staff as members, I'm like, what this card say? What it say? Nope, ain't no what it say? And I will get some weird, strange deck that I have that ain't nobody ever seen, because I have some decks I will never ever use on YouTube, because it's like one deck in particular I only use it to read myself. I never let anyone touch it. It'll never be on YouTube. It's never on YouTube, because whenever I read for myself, I only use that particular deck. But it's like I have really obscure, weirdo ass kind of decks where I'm just like, what they say? But it's like I feel like you need that, because it's stepping outside of that comfort zone to where you step past that place of being afraid to be wrong. Because it's like, what are you seeing? What are you hearing? What is that? Tell me what that is. Like, don't think about it. You're not wrong. Just say it. Is it a color? Is it a number? Is it a feeling? Say it. You know what I mean? I'm so scared to read on a video, but I read everywhere else. Child, look, that was the thing with me. Like, when I started my channel, I did not expect anyone to pay any attention to who the hell I was. It was just a cathartic thing for me, because I already knew I read weird, compared to like when I found out YouTube tarot was a thing. Because it was like my best friend who was telling me, she's like, girl, you know they got people reading tarot on YouTube? And I was like, girl, what? You know what I'm saying? And one of the first people that I saw was someone who I love so much, and I've talked about her before, is Veronica from Intuitive Pathways. And I was like, sis, okay, all right, okay, right? And I was like, dude, this is so freaking crazy. I was like, how the hell are people doing this, right? But I always knew, like, I always read for like friends and family members, but I had never had anything to compare it to other than the readers that we have like in Jackson Square in New Orleans. And that's kind of hit or miss, child. Like, you go get a reading in Jackson Square, it's hit or miss. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what you're going to get, child. You don't know what you're going to get. You might get somebody who just so on the stuff that they might light their cigarette backwards. You know, you never know what you're going to get down there at the quarter, you know? But I didn't really have anything to compare it to. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of just like threw spaghetti at the wall and was just kind of like, I really didn't expect anyone to ever really give a shit. I just was doing it for me because I just needed a break from the 16 hours I was working in clinics. And the fact that people resonated with it was shocking. So as I watched it grow, because like when I started my channel, it was like in 2017. And it's like what y'all see now of what YouTube tarot is, it was not like that. Like you had like a handful of people at the time when I started. And it's literally become freaking ginormous since then, you know? But it's interesting. Like I love seeing other people because y'all know I'm obsessed with Tyler. Like I freaking love how Tyler reads. Like all the bitches. Give me all the bitches, you know? But I think it's interesting seeing people's different styles, but I had that same insecurity because I never knew there was a way to do it because there was no standard. But as you integrate into the YouTube space and you see how people do it, it's like now it's the standard that exists for people who are coming in that never existed prior to this. But the truth is there really isn't a standard. It's like, I think the beautiful thing about a reader is when you read, like you read, like I read, like I talk to my friends in real life, bitch. First of all, it's like, why we got the Seven of Swords right now? Ma'am, sir, excuse me. You know, that's literally how I talk to my friends in real life. Oh, you're in New Orleans? No way. Yeah, New Orleans is lit, dude. I love my city. I can't even front. Like New Orleans is lit. Need to drive over there. It is lit, dude. I love it here. Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Yes, dude. Weighted blankets are life. Like it has helped me sleep a lot better. Hey, Sinister. I was wondering what happened to you, girl. That's my little homie. We should connect in the real world. Totally, dude. I'm about that life. Like, y'all know I've been trying to do a retreat for the longest. I need my night light because the spirits touch me sometimes. I know. They be poking my best friend all in her tummy and stuff. Oh, 717. That's an interesting number combo. I need you guys to practice. Hell yeah. Dude, I'm saying, bro, I ain't even BSing. Like, y'all know I'm not the type of person to where, because I literally had one of my members who told me straight up, she asked me if I had PayPal or Cash App. And I was like, yeah. I was like, who doesn't? And she's like, why you don't ever post it? And I was like, because why? Like, why would I do that? And she was like, well, sometimes people might just want to bless you. And I was like, I don't be thinking about all that. But it's like, my thing is, dude, I don't be on that type of time. I feel like God is going to like take care of me regardless. You know what I'm saying? But when I be pushing my network, it's like, I feel like I can promote the fuck out of the network and everybody's still not going to join because they're not supposed to. But it's like, for those of you who do want like a community, like, come. I can't even vouch for nobody else because it don't exist nowhere else. I'm just saying. Yeah. I love, dude. Like I have Ren, what was my last number of my decks? I have so many decks, y'all, that at this point, like I would love to be able to somehow make a lot of money, which I don't know how that would be possible because I'm a therapist in real life. But I would love to have a room that's like a library in my house. And like I own thousands of books, like, and that's just my books because I'm just obsessed with books. But when we start talking about my tarot decks, dog, I have hundreds of decks that it's ridiculous. I seriously have a problem. But I would love to have them all like, wait, can you see them? Wait, I don't think y'all can see them. One of my subbies painted that for me. Spirit totally told her to paint that. She had no idea what it was. And I was like, girl, that's sacred geometry, girl. But behind that, like all of these shelves all the way down, that's like all decks, but it's not all of my decks. Like that's just a few. That's just a few. But learning from different decks is good because seeing other people's perspectives, like that's the thing that I like with, like, why I give respect to tarot deck authors, because when I put my deck out, I would want people to respect my mind on, you know, how I interpret cards. You can use them if they're relevant, but you don't have to, because everybody, you know, pretty much reads intuitively. So it's like, but I just think it's good to know, like how I always say, like with the after tarot, I don't read reversals in that, because from what I read with the author of that deck, because it's the after tarot, all of the cards are pretty much in the reverse anyway. So like all of the cards pretty much have the reversal interpretation. So to read it in the reverse would like be like reading the Rider-Waite, which just why you just don't read the Rider-Waite upright. You know what I'm saying? But there's people who could read it reversed. But it's like, for me, I'm like, I'm gonna give homegirl her a little respect. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it's good to know like how different authors of decks perceive it, because it gives you a deeper insight into the card, because it may be something you got intuitively one time and it's like, this is gonna sound weird for me to say this for the Two of Wands right now. However, and then someone comes out with a deck that has the same interpretation that you picked up intuitively. You know what I'm saying? Oh, girl, yes, the veil is extra thin here, child. That's why I live where it is that I live. So this good old river could protect me from all these things that's happening over there. I found tarot right after my big awakening. Yeah, dude, that's the thing I think is lit about tarot. I feel like YouTube tarot blew up because it was an easy way for people to not sit and set songs and watch like a shit ton of like spiritual videos for people to understand a lot of these spiritual concepts. If spirits bother you, learn to bubble and cleanse a lot. So yeah, dude, real talk. That's real. Oh, and if you think you can't read, look at the Rider-Waite and a few others first before you go. Yeah, true story. Because y'all want to know a secret? Y'all want to know one deck I cannot read? And one of my other best friends, because I have like 5 best friends, but one of my other best friends, she fucking loves this deck. I mean, loves it. Like, she does not want to read any other deck but that one. But it's the one deck I'm like, I just don't connect with it. And it's Marchetti's deck. Like, because I know he's put out like a shit ton of them, but like Marchetti's first tarot deck, I can't read that. I just can't. It's like when I look at it, I go cross-eyed and I'm like, what are we even doing? Like, what are we doing right now? Your old readings, when I watched them, were so refreshing to watch. The way you read is one of the reasons why I stuck around. Oh, thank you. Sitting there, my little touch. Like, yeah, dude. Like, because I read fucking weird, dog. Yeah, Tyler fucking cracks you up. Like, I be popping in his lives and saying random shit sometimes. Ah, Liz, you've been watching me that long. He's Tyler's tarot. Dog, legit. I read weird as fuck, dude. I really do. Like, I'm not even fronting. And I don't say weird as like a negative thing. I legit read weird as fuck. And something that pisses me off too is I hate spreads. I fucking hate them. Like, with a passion that burns inside of my soul. Like, if you ever see me do a Celtic cross spread, I've probably been kidnapped and someone is making me read, you know, with something poked in my back, because what are we even doing? Like, I just can't. It feels too just, ugh. The only time I can read a spread is if I made it, but I can't. Even though, y'all, that's literally like, I'm not going to say too much about it, but on She-Do, there's something that I'm doing over there. I told my staff about it and my staff was like, oh my God. So I'm still going to do that. So y'all keep an eye out for that. Because like, I think all the type of time that I was on when She-Do Tarot was this channel, it's like, childhood. It helped me understand what I was going through. Oh, that makes me so happy. I think a salt and pepper deck. I know you lying. Child, look, they got so much stuff. They got the Golden Girls deck. I think Supernatural has a deck. Are you not the Kipper? I have the Kipper, but I think I maybe used the Kipper a few times because it's like there's certain decks that I get, because like the ones that I get that I don't connect with, I usually give them away. Like when I do little stuff and I give stuff away, like I've given like the before tarot, I gave that deck away because I freaking love the after tarot. But when I got the before tarot, I was like, what is even this? But the person who won it loves it. Like I couldn't connect with it. But it's like with the Kipper, it's like I like the Kipper, but it's like I don't know. The Kipper just it don't be hitting for me. Like, see this one, this is my clarifying deck right here. And it's the Gypsy something, child. What's it called? It's the Gypsy something. It's almost like a Lenormand deck, pretty much. Like with this one, I could fool with this. But I think just because I do graphic design, I feel that's the reason why Marchetti's decks and me have problems. Because as a graphic designer, you're telling a story through colors and shapes and pictures. And Marchetti was he still is, but he's a graphic designer before anything else, right? And it's like, I think it's because when I'm designing things, I'm thinking in the mind he's thinking in. And I think I don't connect with it because his decks are designed like a designer. And thinking like a designer isn't necessarily me intuiting. And I think it's like, it's too 3D for me. And it's hard for me to like connect with it because I feel like with the Kipper deck, it's like, it's useful, but it feels so just static. You know what I'm saying? Like wedding, courtship, adjudication, it's like poverty, it's just so, it feels very much in a box. And I think that's why it's hard for me to read it. Not just because he's also an Aries and it shows, oh yeah, he's definitely an Aries. I hate spreads with way too many cards because then I'm like, what am I reading? I have ADHD in real life, so I definitely could not. I'd be like, wait, what is this again? What are we doing? It's like, is that what you're afraid of? Or wait, hold on. Is that the hopes, the fears? What are we doing? Celtic Cross Eagle, signal for help. Got it. Yes, thank you, Rick. Like, I swear to God, dog, if y'all ever see me because like when I started this channel, I had a spread I did. It's like, what was it called? I forgot what I even called it. Was it like, as above, so below, something I called it. And it's like the top card, the bottom card, they were sideways. And it was like, you had your central focus, you had the challenge, your past influence, outcome, you had the shadow aspects like subconscious, and then you had your higher consciousness aspects, which is what it is you were ascending to. It's like, if it comes from my brain, I could fool with it. But y'all, look, if y'all ever see me with y'all see this like this, and y'all got this, and then this, and then I got this, and then that, and then I got all these on the side. No. I can't. I would get lost in my own damn reading. I'd be like, what are we talking about? But I'm making up my own joints. Yeah, I agree with that. Because I mean, when you think about it, dude, it's like, I say, as a reader, you got to think about you reading for yourself. Like, I forgot who that was who said that. Somebody who was like really an influencer. But they said, like, you have to be the influencer that you want to watch. And I feel like as a reader, you have to be the reader that you want to watch. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, if you wouldn't want to watch you, then like, what are we doing? So you have to think about, like, what would you want to watch? You know what I'm saying? Like, what type of spreads would you want to watch? Like, you know what I'm saying? What would you want it to talk about? You know? I like these people, like these new young ladies that be on here with the ratchet things. I like all that ratchet stuff they be doing with these spreads, you know. The last person you slept with spread. Oh, what are they talking about with that? You know, what kind of penis he gonna have? Pick a card. Oh, really? I didn't know you could do that. Okay. Well, all right then. Sabrina said, third time needed this. Y'all know I'm crazy as hell. Look, for real. I forgot my password. I can't reset it, but I'm trying to be back on that. Dog, look. I know you talking about something totally different, V, but I want that to be a read. I forgot my password. Can't reset it. Pick a card. Oh my God. Yeah, dog. See, these young girls, they be on it. 18 plus child. Look. Girl, look. They be, look, I'm saying, you could be esoteric, ratchet, boo. I ain't mad at you, sis. Go ahead and put that little 18 plus parental advisory. Okay. Yes, ma'am. You know, teach me something. Dude, like sexual readings, dog. I'm just so, because I feel like I'm like a prude in real life. I mean, not really, but just like when I'm talking to people about it, you know what I'm saying? I'm a whole grown ass woman out here in these streets, and I be like, you know, like the little thing, like he talking about the you know, the little thing that he like that y'all be doing the thing, you know, the thing. You know what I'm saying, right? I wish I was like, I felt comfortable enough. That would have to be some tipsy tarot stuff, y'all. I would have to get tipsy to be able to talk about them things. I would have to let my shadow aspect of Scorpio come out, y'all. Look. Because I'd be like, first of all, let me get that tarot sexual magic out. Ooh, girl, you gonna be licking on your hand. I am from Louisiana. Well, technically, I'm originally from Dallas, Texas, but I moved here when I was really, really small. So I grew up in Louisiana. What's the next sexual position? You should try next. Pick a card, dude. That's it, bruh. That's the kind of stuff I be seeing on my timeline, dog. I'm not even joking. I be like, I never would have thought to do no reading like that. Because I swear to God, today, and y'all might see it, because it was like a romance angel the person had as the thumbnail. And like the reading was like the last person that you slept with or something. Like what's on the mind of the last person you slept with. And I was like, I would have never thought to do no reading for that. Like that's interesting. that's interesting. Like I would click that. I'd be scared to click the video. Dog, I'm saying I have not watched one as of yet, but I would like to know. Like I want to know what's said. Oh, you live in Mississippi? Oh, that's what's up. I love my Mississippi people. I'm a boot lady, Irby. All right, Biloxi. I be coming playing y'all water sometimes. Right, that's what I'm saying, Serena. I would never think to ask that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll never, like, that's why I love the young people. Because I feel like this whole Gen Z, like, reader thing, they're fucking lit, dog. Like, legit. Because it's stuff you would never think. Like, I would never be like, that last dude, I wonder what he thinking right now. I would never think to do it. Oh, you in Jackson? Come through, my people from the South. Look, I was just saying that. I have a high concentration of people who watch me on the West Coast, like in like Washington and California. My other high concentration is people like in the DMV, like Maryland, Virginia, all of that, and like New York, New Jersey. But and then my other high concentration was between Dallas and Houston and Austin. But I was like, I don't really have that many people like between Louisiana, Bama, like Mississippi. And I was like, where are my people at where I'm from? East Texas. Oh, come on with my Mississippi people. Y'all really up in here. Okay, Mississippi. Okay. Come through Mississippi. That makes me happy because I said, where's my Southerners at, goddammit? Everybody be talking about my accent. I need y'all to be in the comments. Talk about we just talk like that. I'm from Georgia, but my dad's people are from home. Oh, Houma. Okay, come through, Houma. Gulfport. See, look, come on, my Southerners. That accent, though, dog, for real. It be coming through sometimes. Y'all be noticing. It's like I done learned how, because I went to college and things, so I know how to turn it off and pronunciate my words and whatnot or whatever. But see, when I just be talking, child, all in New Orleans come out me big. Because in New Orleans, you got the high octaves and you got the low octaves. Because, bitch, when I'm trying to prove a point, I'm going to get real high, but then I'm going to get real low, bitch. And I'm going to end it with a bitch. Because one thing about it and two things for sure be. The eyes and everything. You hear me? Look. Real talk. Oh, come through Monroe. All right. Look, that's my people. Let somebody come in here and say they're from Vatry. I'm just going to flip the table. Well, they put me in speech like in 7th grade when I moved to Panama City. No way. Dog, I've had to, like my dad was hella like strenuous on how we pronunciated our words and our diction and things of the sort. But it's like, I'm so glad my NOLA speak, dog. I can't turn it off. And it's like when I be reading, I be reading. So I be trying to be professional and whatnot or whatever. But it be coming through. Because we don't even say whole words down here like. And we be saying like, you know what I'm saying, out of everything. Which is why I got drove one time. Those of y'all who've been with me for that long, y'all know I made a video because people kept talking about how I talk, like how I keep saying, you know what I'm saying, and things of the sort. And I was like, I'm about to go through YouTube and I'm pull up all the people from New Orleans that talk like me. And I literally did a whole compilation of people talking about how don't be telling me how to talk. I said the one thing that I did better than my whole lineage is I could actually say foil. I can say oil. I can say orange. Because in New Orleans, you say furl, earl, and orange. And pantses and desses. But at least I can say pants. That's how you know you did your family well. Not that you went to college, it's the fact that you could say pants instead of pantses. Even though I still make groceries. Because you make groceries in New Orleans. You do not. The rest of everybody call it if you go to the grocery store and buy groceries. But we make groceries down here. My street name is Ember. Eats your email on your channel. Orange. Yep. Orange. Furl, earl. Burl. It's a crawfish burl. What do you call a soda in New Orleans? A cold drink. It don't matter if it's hot. Go put them cold drinks in the refrigerator. If you got real old people, it's Frigidaire or icebox. I do customer service from home and I get asked all the time, where are you from? Dog, for real. Yes, Lord. Being from up north, I've noticed you don't. Yeah, we do not finish words. We pronounce everything up here. And we talk faster than you do. Do a real talk. Like, there's people from, what is it? It's like people from Boston and Wisconsin and like places like that. It's like, I don't understand. I don't know what's happening. But Southern drawl, I could interpret anybody's drawl. Don't matter if you're from Mississippi, Bama, because we have that same thing where we don't finish words. You know, so it's like, I know it was one of the girls who works with me, and she's from up north, and it was another one of the girls that was talking, and she's like, what did she just say? And I was like, oh, and I just like explained what she said. She's like, how did you hear that? And I was like, Southern. I speak Southern. I'm in Atlanta and people think I'm from the Caribbean. I'm from New Orleans. Dog, that's the thing. Let me tell you something funny about that. So when Hurricane Katrina happened, my job had moved me before that, like to Houston, right? And I was in like at my job, and this guy from Jamaica, and he came to me. He's like, "Are they from Jamaica?" Because he said, it sounds like they're speaking patois. I said, "Oh no, they're from New Orleans." And he's like, "How do y'all sound like us?" And I was like, "Because that's how we talk." Like, it's literally like, dog. First Cajun I met was funny. I was around 8. I learned, yes, dude. Cajun people is, bruh. Like, I understand Cajun. We're very well versed in Cajun. Because it's like with Cajun people, they're very like tight-lipped. They speak very monotone. And it's like everything is like one sentence. It's like a huge run-on. Oh, wait. My baby calling at his homecoming. Hey, sweetheart, what's up? What? Okay, so what about your date? What about your date? She's going back with her mom. Okay, so you need to call dad because we need to. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. I'm just gonna have to call his daddy. Yeah. Yeah, because we'll just have to pick him up from over there. That's fine. No problem at all. Okay, no problem. All right. Yes, my baby. Okay. Where are you guys going? Okay. Well, send me your pin and then call dad. Okay. Bye. Oh, my child. Child, look. This boy told me I'm going to the after party with the team. Like, where's your date? What are we doing? Lord have mercy. My name is Jolie. Oh, I had a friend. Her name was Jolie. People here in Mississippi always ask me where I'm from. Dog, Cajun person could be trying to tell me hello and I still be confused. Oh my God. Yeah, dude. It's like it is like a weird kind of like if you think about patois, how patois sounds, that's literally what like how Nola speaks sounds. It very much does. Because I've had many of people who move here and they're just like, what? It's hit or miss if I understand. Look, girl, look, them North Dallas accents, I have trouble understanding them. Like people who from Oak Cliff. Like Oak Cliff, I'm like, huh? Oh, patois, that's the how they speak in Jamaica. It's like it's a whole language, literally. So it's like words are said hella different. So it's like it's the same way that it is here. Like it's a whole nother language. I know, dude. That's why I can't leave New Orleans. Like even with me going back to Texas, I just can't. I can't deal with it. Like it's just, you know what I'm saying? I feel like it's very like vanilla everywhere else because it's stuff we. But you get accustomed to living in New Orleans, dog. You just can't live nowhere else. You just can't. She said that sounds like a dirty word. It kind of do. Yeah, dude, legit. You can't live nowhere else. Like I almost got in trouble when I was in Houston. I walked out of a club. Like first of all, I had to learn what last call was. Had no idea what last call was. Never heard of that. I was like, excuse me. The what now? It's like last call for alcohol. Excuse me. What did they? We mean last like what? It's like 1:30. And it's like, yeah, last call for. So I'm like, so they just close at 2? And that's just it? What? So I was like, okay. So I'm walking out, not thinking anything of it, with my drink in my hand, and a police officer stops me and was like, ma'am, what are you doing? You cannot come outside. It's open container. And I'm like, excuse me? So I can't. So I bought this drink, and you trying to, I can't? You know? So I was like, I don't understand. And she's like, you have to throw that away. And I'm like, why? Why would I have to? And then the cop literally stops and she looks at me and she's like, are you from New Orleans? And I said, yeah. And she's like, oh, honey, I'm sorry. We don't do that here. We don't do that here. Like, I'm used to going out when I did go outside, because y'all know I don't go outside these days. But back in the day when I used to go outside, it's like we would leave the house. Like when I was really young and ratchet, we used to leave at like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning and be in a club until the sun came up at 6. Okay, that's when I was a young thing, you know. But after that, you leave somewhere around maybe, 10:30, 11:30, somewhere around that time, I did, girl. I died on the inside. I was like, everything is wrong with this, But we left at that time, but it's like, people in other like cities leave to go to the club at like 7. Like, how? What? That was so crazy to me, because it's like, here it's 24 hours. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could walk outside with a drink. Like, I mean, we have drive-through alcohol, for Christ's sake, in New Orleans. Like, you can go through a drive-through and get alcohol and like have it while you're in your car. Craziness. Yes. In a club till sunrise, child. When you go to a club in New York, you party. Exactly. That's how it was back in the day down here, dude. Like pre-Katrina, there was one little club. Look, anybody who is listening that's from New Orleans, pre-Katrina, if I say Kenny's Key West, like that was the thing. You went to Kenny's at like 1, 2 in the morning, and you stayed there till the sun came up, and you was pouching. They closed at 1. Jesus, that's wild. I'm gonna miss being able to walk out the door and bump in the foot. Real talk. We still do that up here for real. Oh wait. Hello. Hey, sweetheart. Yeah, well, just text me everything that you need, babe. Well, text it to me, babe. You called your dad? Oh yeah, he's at the studio. Okay. Okay, baby. Text me everything you need. All right, baby. Bye. Such a boy. Oh my God. I have a feeling with me, but I guess. They close at 11. What? Holy Christ in America. What kind of life? See, y'all, this is exactly why I will not move out of New Orleans. I've lived so many other places. I can't do it. And I don't even go out like that. I just need to know that if I decided to go outside, that I could at least do it. Jeez. 11 p.m. Goodness. So you can't get into no ratchetness in the UK. You can't even be out on demon time in the UK. It's like if you outside after like midnight, it's like you're into something that's nonsense. Holy Christ in America, somebody's talking about the UK. Dude, legit. I have been talking about that for some time. The only thing that messed me up with the retreat was Rona. But we literally are planning a retreat. And I'm going to have y'all in the bayou. I'm literally going to have y'all in the bayou. But I'm gonna have a day where y'all are gonna be able to go fraternize. You can't say it. Go y'all ass inside. Dog, for real. Yeah, we don't like her. She messed up the whole rotation. But we're literally getting a retreat together because I would like to do them in different places. But the first one that I do, I'm literally doing it in the bayou here. And y'all are going to have little cabins because I showed my staff like the little cabins because they're like little floating cabins. And it's like different price points of different places that you could stay because we have like some lodging that's like cost effective, then like the little floating cabins and stuff like that. They're in different price ranges depending on the amount of rooms that you get and whatnot. Y'all talk about a retreat. They're talking about clubbing all night. That is cathartic, Sinister. That is cathartic. Look, Ren gonna have them twerking out their sacral chakra and things. Yes, we'd love to see the bayou. That's how we say it, though. The bayou. Yeah, dude, I feel like the retreat is gonna be so lit, man. It's gonna be so lit. Yes, there will be crawdaddies. There literally will. I have a big, huge, ginormous family of fishermen and trawlers and hunters and things of the sort. So y'all gonna eat extra good. But I look forward to that. Look, we gonna twerk Sage. It's gonna be hella experiential because that's like, look, she said, "Hello, Daddy." Jambalaya, gumbo, all the things. Ooh, greetings from Mexico. Hello. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Mexico. I said if I ever did leave and move anywhere, that would probably be where I would end up, is like in Mexico. Oh, that makes me so happy. I'm glad. We gonna cackle on the hike. Real talk. Look, I feel like y'all are gonna be a handful. Y'all gonna be like, does anyone have mosquito spray? It's like, can we manifest in the AC, please? Because it's a little much. Oh yeah, dude. Like, I've been planning a retreat since before Rona, but it's like Rona completely threw everything off. But we're getting it together now because it's like the check coming to light, right? Because I just feel like, dude, a retreat would be so lit, and I'm really big on like experiential type of stuff. So it's like my thing is like if you want to release something, like I feel like we need to have like a big giant freaking bonfire and like whatever it is you want to release, like we need to throw the shit in fire. You know what I'm saying? You need to be able to like scream your lungs out and stuff like that because it's just cathartic as fuck. Yes, that bitch. Real talk. Dog, that's the way that mosquitoes are down here, child. They is on something. Like, yeah, dude, that's what I say. It's like there's so many people. That's why I said it's like I'm gonna announce it ahead of time because there's some people who want to come that are out the country. And I'm like, whoa. So I need to say it like, because I want to have it where it's like price pointed, you know? So if it's a year away, you can pay, hey, Gigi. So you can pay like overtime. Girl, we've been talking about all kinds of things, girl. We've been here shooting the shit, girl. But yeah, dude, I think it would be lit because it's like what I want people to experience. Like those of you guys who are like in church, like any of y'all who were like church kids and you went to like the retreats for church, like the encounters and things, and like everybody's like snot crying. Like I want everyone to have an experience like that, but I want it to be like fun and authentic. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like you're just like, holy shit, I'm going home and everything's different. Because I feel like we need that sometimes. Like sometimes we have to get out of like our day-to-day life, our day-to-day reality, snot cry a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Get the little hyperventilation. You need to get a little bit of that going on. So you know you've been changed. Legit, dude. So I'm excited about that. And I mean, there's so many people, like there's so many of you guys that have been with me for so many years where it's like, I feel like we like grew up together and freaking shot marbles together or something. And we've never met in person, which is freaking insane. You know, like it's wild. Oh, Heather, that blesses my heart. Get your chakras adjusted. Hell yeah. Get your little nature time. Yes, ma'am. Open your cooter to the full moon. You know what I'm saying? That'd be freaking hilarious. But this retreat center is like lit. Like I've gone to retreats at this retreat center before and I love it. The New World, only media, no physical contact. Oh yeah, that's another thing. I'm taking y'all phones. I'm taking y'all phones too. Because I feel like it should be like a no contact kind of retreat thing. But the thing that I will allow you to do is I'm going to schedule in selfie time. Because I know like some of y'all are going to want to take pictures of your boots. Like, here's the bayou, here's my foot with my boot on. I'm laughing so hard my dog looked at me. How am I taking pics right? I'm literally typing dance naked under the full moon. Really legit, dude. Real talk. It's like, okay, guys. It is now selfie time. Dog legit. It's like I gotta get a picture of everybody like shadowed out where it's like the freaking fire's raging and then everyone's just like in front of the fire. Look cooter to the moon. Legit. No judgment. No judgment. The cooter to the moon ceremony. That's what we're gonna call it. Oh my God, did I freeze when I put my arms on? That would be so hilarious. Yes, dude. Oh my gosh, I have to put that up there, Sinister. That's legit. That's how you know we're family, dog. We're on that weirdo shit. Oh man. Like, dog, I'm telling you, like, I feel like everything y'all know I do, it's like it's liberating, it's educational, like it's elevating, but it's fun as shit. Like it doesn't have to be like no stuffy duffy type of shit. You know, I might have like a fuck ceremony where everyone just like screams fuck really loud, and then everyone's gonna start crying, and then it's gonna be a big group hug. I definitely want to make sure my little 3-year-old gets to talk to mommy at least once a day. Oh yeah. I'm dying now. Oh, you got kicked off? Jesus. Look, I done got Ren too excited. Let me tell y'all about one of Ren's spiritual gifts. When Ren gets like too excited about something, it's like she fucks up electronics around her. It's like all of her electronics like will go haywire. Like even automatic doors will stop working if Ren gets too lit. Cuddle puddle, right? Legit, dude. If we were else, we would die. Look, this is the way that it is on the network, dog. Like, this is my life on a regular basis. Like, because we have a Discord, and because it's like my network works the same way where notifications get sent out in waves, and I was getting really irritated with that. So I was like, I just connected a Discord to the network. So you can access it through the network, and everyone's always in the Discord. And sometimes like it'll be the middle of the night and we'll just like get on Discord and just like get on voice chat and just be shooting the shit. Say really retarded stuff. She looked risen. This shit is really frozen. Yeah, dude. I feel like we all need that, man. Life is so freaking hard right now. Like this retrograde bullshit, stupid planets, transits, and shit. It's like everything is just like ape shit right now. So it's like laughter is legit the best medicine. And I feel like we legit need that. Like we do. Like we just need to like cackle. Oh yeah, you got Discord? Girl, look. We stay in Discord. Look, the the laundry late night crew, real talk. Dog, my house is full of fucking boxes. Of course you can ask a question. I said I'm gonna do these more often because I love answering questions. And it was like I'm literally here because it's like a bunch of people were asking questions during the premieres. And I was like, my kid's at homecoming, so I was like, until I have to pick him up, I was like, I'm just gonna come in and like answer questions for people and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely, dude. Like laughing, it's so cathartic, dude. And I'm all about laughs. Like that's probably my middle name should be laughter. Because it changes everything. And it's like, and I'm talking about those deep belly laughs. You know what I'm saying? Where you like, I think I might have abs. I ain't worked out in 3 years and I think I might have abs now. Libra want to talk to me again. No contact. Ciao. Y'all trying to make me answer tarot questions? Oh, Jesus. When you cry from laughter, that's so beautiful. The Sanctuary does have a Facebook page, but that's the thing. I need to get better at that, y'all, because sometimes I go on these really weird things of not wanting to be on social media anymore. And but my best friend literally told me that apparently my Facebook pages are still up because everyone on my staff and stuff moderates my Facebook pages. So I thought I deactivated it, but she was like, no, it's still up there. But the Sanctuary does have a Facebook page, and we're on Instagram too. The Sanctuary has an Instagram page, it has a Facebook page, and we're about to start a TikTok page because all of us kind of got the same intuitive hit at the same time. And we just thought it was like a hilarious idea that me and my whole staff got. So we're literally starting a Sanctuary. Oh, you did? Dude, I deactivated my Insta. I'm gonna reactivate it though, because a lot of people like, I got messages like texts from people who were like, did you block me? And I was like, no, I just deactivated my Insta. Like one day I just felt away and was like, fuck it. But no, we are on Facebook though. But this is just confirmation for me because I was thinking about it today. I was like, is it time for me to like reactivate my social media? So I'm gonna reactivate it. But you should be able to search for it as I think it's like facebook.com/oursanctuary.co, because everywhere we're pretty much the same. It's oursanctuary.co. So it's like Instagram /oursanctuary.co, Facebook /oursanctuary.co. And then I don't remember if I put it on a website or not. I think if you go to oursanctuary.co, like our main website, I think there's like a little social media thing at the top where it should have a link to all of our stuff. Child, look, I wasn't coming on here to read. You told me to message you on Insta, and then, oh God, I know. Oh my God, I did tell you to do that because we're supposed to interview you. And I know when I was telling Michelle about it, she was like, oh my gosh. She was like, that's going to be so lit. Ember. Oh my God, Ember. That's beautiful. I love it. I was about to say, we just chilling. Yeah, child, look. If I read people for filth, child, I used to do that. I did used to go live and I used to read people. And people used to get mad at me. New moon beginnings, the spiritual journey. Oh, that makes me so happy. People used to get mad at me, telling me, you sure? Are you sure that's what them cards say? Oh, honey, I'm sure. I'm positive. That's what that's it. Oh my gosh, that's so lit. I'm here for it. Yeah, because I think the Instagram that's still up, my personal Instagram is still up, but my personal Instagram is private. But our sanctuary and tarottherapy.life is still up too. That one's still up because like everyone was so scared of tarottherapy.life because they thought that was like because I had so many scammer people that were and I mean the chick who was persistently recreating the woke therapist page, I was like, girl, stop it. Because she started putting pictures of herself up after a while, and I was like, honey, everybody know I don't look like that. Like, stop. It's about to be a cheater and stuff, right? Well, not being a cheater, but just like more or less about like different dynamics in relationships. You know, look, Gigi said they always come back. There you go. Why you was mad at me? That's what I be saying, dog. Like I see when I read for people and personal reads, see, ain't nobody else gonna see it but me and you. But then when you be putting yourself out there on live for me to read you for filth, you know, that's why I was like, I used to get so much hate mail behind that. And you know, people always want to project it onto you. It's like, you must be upset because your twin flame doesn't want you. And I'm like, first of all, I ain't got one of those. I don't have no twin flame. Yeah. Oh, girl, yeah, that's the one I deactivated. The woke therapist is the one that's deactivated. Tarottherapy.life, that's the new one that I started because I felt like I needed to separate it because y'all know I got my thumbs, pinkies, and fingers and a bunch of different things. And I was like, I need to separate the woke therapist from tarot therapy because it's two different models that I operate in. Aside from me, that's my triple split in human design coming through. Uh-oh. It's my kid again. Hold on, y'all. Hello. Yes, baby. No, you didn't send me the text, babe. Well, you said you need the clothes? Oh, where are you at now? Sure, honey. Okay, well, send me the address. All right. I love how my kids just be rushing me and things. Oh, it's not up there. Look, see, y'all gonna make me reactivate all my stuff. You be saying the truth. What we really need to know. Yeah, dude, I love it. I feel like I need to connect with all of y'all more. Real talk. Like we don't know the whole. Yeah, dude. Oh my gosh. Let me tell y'all the truth about me. I am probably, and you would probably notice this if you really took a step back and look at every single thing that I've posted online. Like if you followed me on Facebook or Instagram or my YouTube, I'm an extremely private person, like extremely. And it's like not necessarily like on purpose, but it's just like I never talk about myself. So, hey, Lachey. So, like, people are usually shocked when they find stuff out about my life because, like, even like with my kid, like, I think the first time I posted my kid and people saw that I had like a kid, like, not a kid, but like a grown ass man, like, people were just like, what the hell? Like, they're like, when you talk, I thought he was like a baby. And I'm like, no, he's a little grown ass man. But it's just because like I never really talk about myself because I guess it's just my mindset. Like as a therapist, I always put me on the back burner and it's always about like my people and like what's going on with them and what makes them happy and you know, all the things. But it's like I think I've come to learn over like the last year and a half, like with me like sharing different things about myself, it's like a connecting point. So it's like, okay, I was like, I want to start doing that more. Because like I said, like on my network, dude, that's literally like I think they've learned so much, like all my members that's in here right now, like they've learned so much stuff about me where because back in the day when I first started my channel, I used to always talk about like my past and my life and everything I've really been through. And I think that's something that shifted which is freaking hilarious. It's like when people tell me their perception of me and like the type of life I had, I always laugh hysterically. I'm like, that's what it seemed like? I'm like, really? For real? Okay, sure. Yeah, dude, that's such a tourist trait. I always put people before myself, legit. And that's why I love my staff so much, because it's like with me going through this whole little thing I'm going through now, it's like all of them are just like, no, like we have it, you're good, like take care of yourself, like you're fine. And that's refreshing. But it's like I feel like I would say in the last year and a half, and specifically within the last couple of months, it's like I've realized like how powerful me telling my story is to other people, because I understand like people's perception, because it's like most people, like especially if you haven't been with me since jump, it's like you're kind of coming in and there's this product or this person or this persona or whatever that you see. And it's like I'm doing readings on YouTube. You may see a little post here and there, and it's kind of creating this personification of someone from what it is that I show. But it's like there's a whole vast different part of me that I think most of my subbies aren't even aware of. And truth be told, it's not even curated. I like graphic design and photography and all that shit, bitch, but in real life, a bitch is not curated. You know what I'm saying? I'm very normal, you know? But it's like with people hearing where it is that I've been and what I've been through. And I notice that more like in one-on-one sessions, like when people do one-on-one tarot therapy sessions and it's relevant to what comes up in their reading. And like, I'm just like, you know, let me tell you a story about my life where I've been through the same thing that you're going through right now. And it's like, gasp, like you went through that? And it's like, bitch, yes, my life was terrible. Like, bitch, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I told y'all my past life, child, most of y'all wouldn't even believe it. Because every time I tell people, they never believe it. Bitch, I'm buku weird. Not even a little bit. I'm buku fucking weird. It will be 4 a.m. I'll be cleaning baseboards to Incubus, goddammit. Damn, why they hating on rent like that? But yeah, dude, legit. And I feel like that's like the thing that has to be shared, because like we're all buku weird, dog. Real shit. That has to be shared, because I think that's been a transformational point. I don't know if Nisi's still here, but it was a conversation that her and I had about a month or so ago. And me just kind of telling her about stuff in my own personal life. Like, I mean, with relationships, all the things, child, like from abuse to, you know, S-word abuse to addiction to, you know, dealing with narcissists, like all of the things. You know what I'm saying? It's like that's all stuff that I've dealt with, and dealt with to like the depth of it type of thing. And then you get to like the pretty part, which is the awakening and I'm like, oh, all that stuff. But it's like I'm the most unlikely candidate to be who I am or how I am or even have the life that I have at this point, based on where it is I come from. Because the consensus I hear of what people's perception is like, I had really 2 dope ass parents and had a really great childhood. And like, I just was like, whoa. And it's like, no, bitch, no, ma'am. That is not how that story went. Not even a little bit. Not even a little bit. It's like a bitch been on a struggle bus. But it's just like, it speaks to the transformative power of that same path and journey that all of us are on. And I think, like I said, within the last year and a half to the last couple of months, I realized how powerful that is. Because it's like, by nature, I'm just private, but because I'm just like, my thought is like, people don't give a shit. Give a shit about my life. They're like, bitch, pull these cards. Like, that's how I always looked at it. That's why I was like so shocked. I was like, I think it's the first time I went live years ago. And like, no one even wanted me to pull cards. I was like, so y'all just want to talk to a bitch? Okay. All right then. That's what's up. Girl, did I deal with a Capricorn? Yeah. Yeah, I'm saying, girl. Like, I like my son's dad is a Capricorn, and I dated a guy briefly that was a Capricorn, and the Capricorns are like hit and miss, child. I mean, as a Taurus, they're like hit and miss. You know what I'm saying? It depends on what their moon sign is. A lot of people who are in the spiritual community, in order to go through an awakening, you go through some shit before you. Oh, hell yeah. That's why the twin flame union exists. To sinister. Ah! That is why twin flames exist. Is why I wrote a whole goddamn book called Motherfuck Twin Flames about it. Like, everybody from like 2015, 16 to 17, like twin flames was like, this is your trial by fire to see if you're really trying to be woke. Oh, wait, let me put my, Ren, your email, put it in there. I don't know if she got kicked out again, because I was about to type your email in, child. That's me being nosy. My whole life up until this point has been, yes, dude, I would just feel that. God forbid if you have a fucking yacht in your chart, or a couple of them bitches. Like, Jesus fucking Christ. Like, literally. It's like, it's hard AF. But I mean, it's like, it wouldn't be any other way. It's like, what is that old saying? It's like, it's a Chinese proverb. It says that the first generation struggles, the second generation benefits, and the third generation squanders, right? So it's like, we're like the first generation that's struggling. It's like every single one of y'all who are spiritually attuned enough to where you're subscribed to me sitting in this damn live, child, like you give two shits and a fuck about anything that I do. It's like legit, like you've been on the struggle bus. That's why you're here. Like all of us have. Like it's not been fucking sunshine and rainbows, and it's never gonna be that because that's not what this journey is. It's not. Like one of my homegirls said the other day, she was talking about the dude in the Matrix and how he was like, I just want to eat a steak. And he wanted to go back into the Matrix. Like, that's how majority of people would be. Like, being spiritually aware, nobody wants that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's not fun. It's like ignorance is bliss. But it's like with this, you really have to, and it was even Seren who says that, like she was talking about, which is the nickname I have for my son. My son's two nicknames. I call him Bodhisattva and I call him Buddha. And I have since he was born. But it's like, it's a Bodhisattva like energy signature that a lot of people who are awakening in this generation have on them, which means like you done this buku times and you like, let me just come back and help everyone because I love people. Like, let me suffer some more. Oh yeah, you did. Yeah, girl, educate them churn. You got any insight on a December Capricorn sun? Oh, God. Virgo moon, Cancer. Oh, Jesus Christ. That's a lot. Well, the thing I can tell you, I mean it in a negative way, but them being a December Cap, they're okay. Their moon sign is going to take more precedence. Like, it's almost if you think about, this is going to be a really terrible analogy. So if you think about if a person has like a really nice suit on, right? But they didn't shower, right? And you know, like that smell, like I took a shower last night and I went to sleep and like woke up and I smell like I didn't take a shower this morning type of smell. It's like a person with a really nice suit on, right? But you could tell that they didn't take a shower this morning. And not saying that in like a negative connotation, but meaning it in the sense of how it is that the energy of the Virgo moon would come through with the external type of thing is, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's like it kind of helps up for each other in the fact that there's structure and there's order and there's a desire to be seen or perceived a certain way and a level of perfectionism. However, all of that is trumped by the Cancer rising though. Because it's like whether it would be flip-flop, so that's if anyone's listening, but if it's like if the Virgo moon or the Cancer rising were flip-flopped, it would still kind of be the same thing. It's just their emotional space you would know less of if it was in the moon sign, but with it being in the rising, it's kind of going to irritate them that they keep kind of oscillating to that, because the Virgo and the Cap want to have control over a situation, like control in action and in presentation. But Cancer shits on both of those things. Cancer's like, I feel stuff though. And it's like, but we're not supposed to look like it. But it's like, but I feel. So it's kind of like that vibe. So it's almost like a battle that's happening within the self, where there's two facets of them on one side of the Likert scale and another facet of them, but the Cancerian side would actually be their deliverance, even though the whole Cancer rising part would make sense, because it's the fact that there's this whole internal world that isn't really spoken of, which is something that people don't see both about Capricorns and Virgos. It's like Taurus, we're just kind of like, hoo-hoo, no one's home, right? We feel things deeply, but we don't even know we feel them, you know? But with Cap and with Virgo, they both have deeper inner worlds that people don't ever really care to know or would even fathom that an inner world exists. You know what I'm saying? But it's there. So the Cancer is like the deliverance of the Cap and the Virgo. So I'd be interested to find out what their North Node is, because that would give more insight. Legit. That would be like that's it. I'm here to eat. Don't judge me. I want my third eye to shut. I'm tired of seeing shit. But I know. It's like once that shit open, it's just fucked. Oh, you're Cancer and Virgo. But yeah, dude. It's like it's a control aspect of how you're seen and how you maneuver through life. Look, now she's gonna drag me. I'm your favorite Sun and Moon down at the river reading from way back when Princess Indian Journey is still rough. Real talk, dude. Yes. Libra, Sun and Moon. Hell yeah, dog. Oh my God. The black cloak figure will not fucking go away. Fuck my life for real. But I'm a Virgo. I am. Look. Dang. Look, flighty vibes. Scorpio, Sun, Virgo, Moon, Pisces, rising. Holy shit in America. Okay, that's an interesting combo that your Virgo moon is just like, fuck it. I can't. Like, I'm trying to say, bitch, stand up straight. Like, stop making them plans to get back at that bitch. And it's like, okay, I'm just helpless here. Fuck it. It's like, let's just be mud. Let's just be fucking mud. Fuck it. But make sure you eat right though. Well, I would say they're all positive. I wouldn't even look at them as negative. I would say that they're all positive, but it's just different octaves and different aspects of the same thing. But the Cancer rising it's almost like your Cancer rising would be like a vindication to the very stern, rigid, shadowy aspects that the Cap and the Virgo can fall into, which is being too concerned with the external world, which is what all of us feel at as earth signs. Look, she said she's not sugarcoating nothing tonight. Oh shit, the North Node's Gemini? Goddamn. Jesus. That's exactly what I just said. When I talk about the light and the shadow aspects, that's exactly what it is that Gemini's struggle bus is. It's good twin, evil twin. That's why they like how people misperceive Gemini people as like two-faced. It's just Gemini's always oscillating between both sides of the Likert scale, and that makes people feel uncomfortable. You know, because Gemini just gives zero fucks. It's like, bitch, I love you today, I hate you tomorrow. Fuck it. Now I love you again. Libra, Sun, and Moon. Oh, God. Aquarius rising. Jeez Louise. Venus and Scorpio. Leo North Node. Goodness gracious. You are that real shit right there. But you love hard as a motherfucker. It would be hard for you to fall for the wrong person. I could tell you that. It would be. It really would. Because you look at love from a very sobering kind of place. Everyone gonna drop their big three now. Look, y'all, I gotta go. Look, help me, Jesus. Look, I gotta go get my child, y'all. I hate to cut y'all short. Libra sun, Taurus moon, Virgo rising. Jesus, Venus and Leo. Oh my goodness. Look, communication is gonna be the best thing for you. You know a lot more than people ever think that you do, but they always teeter. Like people that you date they come to you almost like from a leadership perspective, because you come off like you know that you know that you know, but what it is you really feeling, you think you never say, and then you like not really sure what to stand on. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I love you guys. Yeah. We're going to do this more often, child. Look, I like doing this. I love telling people about their sun, moon, and risings. People, look, may or may not be someone's Venmo. Oh, that's so sweet. Hey, Denise. Yes, definitely join the network. I love doing it, y'all. I absolutely love telling people about their sun, moon, and risings, child, because I be getting whole archetypes in my head, and I'd be like, child, what? Spirit mixed them things together. Oh, I'm so happy to be with you guys. We're gonna do this more often, goddamn. Y'all tell V to keep peer pressuring me. Oh no, you're not screwed at all. Not even a little bit. Not even a little bit. Like your North Node being in gym, like your Cancer rising legit is your salvation, because your Cancer rising is kind of like the mentor that's teaching your other sides to not be ashamed of themselves, in so many words. But we're gonna be back though, y'all. Yes, we do still have book club tomorrow night. So those of y'all are members, we got book club tomorrow night. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna be up in that thing. Everybody gonna find out who their ascended master is. But I love y'all faces. Let me go be a good mama and get my child. And I will see you guys sooner than later, my friends. Mwah, kiss, kiss. I love your face, bitches.